You know, I was born in a year of the Banu, and now it's a year of the Banu again. My favorite game of this year was a remake, but Live a Live is very S tier. I haven't played it. I heard good things.
So this is how we open a year of the Bnui.
Yeah, I thought this would be fun. I've got another tier list after this one of all of the Tuesday games we played this year. So that'll be fun. Is it gonna... Oh. Rocky,
has
thank
a
you for the
double
bit.
puts aside for me.
No. Beelzebub. Oh, also over on the Discord, in the clips and highlights channel, I asked everybody if they had favorite clips or moments or memories from this year that they wanted to share. So maybe we'll look at some of those after this. You know, for funs. Sunday, the 22nd of January. Interesting. Alrighty then. They're on like a lunar calendar, right? The Wisconsinite furry clip. Oh god. I think I remember that. Oh, whoa, for sure. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's look at some of these games, eh? Let me see. So a couple of these I just finished this year, and I started playing last year. But let's get a few on the board so we know what the baseline is. Fred Knudsen, how you doing? Good to see you, Fred. I haven't even touched half of these. No problem. I'll go ahead and give you the rundown. Oh, Puzzle Agent is so fucking good. Puzzle Agent's so good. Nelson Tether's Puzzle Agent, one of my favorite games. Falcon, I hope you're enjoying Inscription. So Inscription's on the list here because I just played it for the first time this year. But also, technically, it came out this year on PlayStation and Xbox. Technically, there was a release of this game this year. But it came out for the first time last year. But I'm gonna put it on my list anyway because I played it for the first time this year. And I fucking love it. This game's great. I actually super enjoy it. Where does Standard Gaming 7.5 sit? That would be a C rank. That would be about a C rank. There's very little I could say about Inscription if you haven't played it. Aside from the fact that the card game mechanics are very fun.
Flex on how he broke the game. One shot the moon.
Several times, yeah. Did you ever dig into the Inscription ARG? No, I didn't. We got totally distracted talking about other stuff. Yeah, the ending is...
Actually, you played it last year.
Jeez.
It's 2023 now.
Okay, yeah, technically I played it last year. It's not New Year. Look, it's not tomorrow until you go to sleep and wake up, right? So even if it's 1 in the morning, it's still today, right? And it's not New Year's until we finish the tier list.
My third run, I got up to the last boss of the first part. Didn't get the moon though.
Ooh. That's a really good run. Not my kind of game. Totally fair, yeah. I think most everybody should try Inscription. I think it's on Game Pass. So if you want to try it out, you could do that. Like the card game mechanics are very fun and somewhat more forgiving than they seem.
New Year's means it wasn't New Year's yet.
Exactly. I really like the story. I love the aesthetic. It's not on Game Pass yet. Where did I see it then? Is it on Epic? It's free somewhere. I really like exploring the room and getting to walk around. That was very neat. It's just all in all a really good game with a very creepypasta aesthetic to it. And it's a little tropey if you've read like Sonic.exe and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. Let me get like maybe a mid-tier game in here, or let me figure out what my F rank is. So Diablo Immortal goes in F. No, I haven't played it. What do I not have a phone? No, it's going down here for completely just moral reasons. I've seen some of the gameplay, and gross. Just monetization wise, fucking gross.
And Pikachus around the world were surprised.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna have any other streamers join you?
You mean
no,
for
probably
immoral
not.
reasons.
Sorry. You got games on your phone? Yeah.
You got games on your phone?
Diablo Immortal. Fucking gross. What a gross game.
But
Why would
only
they
has
make
a
it like
telegraph
that?
and a wax cylinder for recording Morse code messages.
That's what I'm streaming off of, yeah. True. Deserves its own tier lower than F. Oof. Oof. I feel like anything that goes in F is probably like a
Ben
game
had
that
no
should not
time
have
to
been
play
made.
Diablo Immortal, for he had
I would
more
rather
fun
it didn't
playing with me.
exist.
I fit better in his hands than his phone, provide more enjoyment, and I don't yell at him to pay me every few minutes.
Aww. So I feel like S tier is like, I think everybody should at least try this game. It's not necessarily going to be for everyone, but I think it's got something of value that I think everyone could get something out of it. A tier is probably going to be like, I think if you're into this kind of game, you're really going to like it. I think B tier is pretty darn good, but you kind of have to be into this for like into this. C tier is probably fine, I guess. D tier is probably don't play this. And F tier is this should never have been made. Technically good, but not for me. That's probably gonna go around C rank. That's probably gonna go around C. Or B. Yeah. This game made the world a little worse. Yes, exactly. So like for instance, let me see. I played a pretty good amount of games this year, but not as many as I usually do. I usually play a lot more games than this. Dying Light 2 was kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of boring. The parkour mechanics are all right. The melee combat is fine. I feel like they gate a little bit too many like really basic mechanics behind skill trees. The stamina gauge that depletes when climbing sucks. I hate it. Oh my god.
Lucky
Oswald.
Bunlurk.
Thank you for the 35 months of weakness. Thank you. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. Beating the game made it so the post-game all the enemies scale to you? Jeez. I guess that's a way to do it. Just not enough to do in-game with it. Just a bunch of time trials. Yeah, it felt like a lot of the side missions and stuff like that weren't really worth it. And it also just really misunderstands its own morality system, because it wants to have like anarcho-communism on one side, and then it wants to have like fascist police state on the other, and be like, pick one. But like,
Time to fly though.
this doesn't feel like much of a choice, though. Annaford, thank you for 3 months. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. Dying Light 2 is probably going to be my AAA game of the year. Am I banned? Absolutely not. You can like whatever games you want. That's cool. I am glad that people enjoy games that I don't. I wish that I could have liked Final Fantasy VII Remake. I just hate it. I don't want to. Enjoying things is cool, though.
Bun puts up with me, so he's fine with so much already.
But, like, it's weird because there's, like, a community-based, like, anarchist group that you can side with. And it's weird because they want to give you missions that are like, oh, our farmers aren't able to get, or there's something going on with the farmers where somebody's stealing their crops to sell them at higher prices, and I was like, why are you selling them? That's food. Why are you selling food? What? Just give that shit away. What are you doing? This isn't anarchism at all. Stop doing capitalism. The world ended. They just can't imagine a world without capitalism, yeah. So yeah, even the like anarchist collective kind of like community-based group is still buying and selling things. And it's just fucking ridiculous. Anyway. It's not specifically a problem with Dying Light, but it is just a general problem. Yeah, barter's one thing, but like, food? In a zombie apocalypse? It's literally easier for them to imagine the end of the world than the end of capitalism, right? Like, literally. I feel like we should just give the farmers all of the things they need to do the farming, and then they could, you know, give the crops that they don't need to live, like the surplus, to like the market, and then, you know, people could just come in and take whatever they need to live. Whatever. Anyway, speaking of communist collectives, I want to talk about Urbeck City Builder really quick, because I played a couple hours of this, but not a ton. And it's kind of cool. I don't know if I could recommend it to everybody, but like as a city builder, I kind of like it. It's pretty chill.
Remember a time when all those peasants were just sitting around in the fields because they had no profit incentive and a knight threatening to stick a spear in them?
No. No Dwarf Fortress on this tier. Unfortunately, I didn't play it. I haven't played Dwarf
But
Fortress.
Bun, how do you decide what people need to live and what is surplus without capitalism or dictatorship? Extra kappa.
No, you have community organizers who can decide that kind of thing and are democratically chosen. Generally, especially for situations like Dying Light, where it's an entire city that's been walled off from the rest of the world. So the community organizing is like a group of a couple hundred people, which just would work just fine. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't play Dwarf Fortress back when it came out, mostly because of the graphics. I felt like they were kind of a big ass. But and then I still haven't played it yet, even though I heard good things. The tarts are broken. I am immune. Let me restart the tarts. Let me tart. Alright, there it goes. Perfect. Great. Blim. Blim. Dwarf Fortress might be the greatest storytelling engine of all time, and also, if you're into that sort of thing, there's a game in there too. I don't know if it's my type of game. Blim. I don't know if Dwarf Fortress is my type of game. I keep trying to get into like builder games like that, and I can sometimes and I can't other times. Like I like Satisfactory, didn't like Dyson Sphere Program. Urbex City Builder here is kind of neat because it's a little bit different than your normal city builder, because you don't like zone things. Or you do zone things, but you don't decide what type of building gets built there. It's based on socioeconomic factors that are designed around public buildings. So you build things like schools and libraries and like meeting houses and industry and stuff like that. And then buildings get built around them based on what kind of neighborhood it is or what kind of like factors are in play. So if you've only got like kind of urban or you've got kind of like rural areas where you're building houses next to like foresting huts and things like that, they're going to be little cabins. But if you build like schools nearby and things like that, it builds them up into like apartments or urban housing or things like that. It's very interesting the way that it works. And it's all voxel based, so buildings connect to each other in kind of a neat way. And it's kind of cool. And I sort of liked it. It's also just a little bit fiddly. Takes a long time to do anything, and the world maps are quite small. So I'm gonna put it like high C tier, I think. If you're into like city builders, there are other ones that probably do what this is doing better. But it's also a lot of fun. And I kind of liked it, and I thought it was cute. I didn't like it as much as Dwarf Romantic, though. Dwarf Romantic is probably my favorite, like, city builder from this year. It's very cute. It's like if you wanted to play Settlers of Catan by yourself and decided that all you were going to do is take the little hexagons and make a map out of them. It's very chill. It's got slightly more gameplay mechanics than I was expecting. Because it gives you little goals like make a forest of this size, or make a river of this size, or make train tracks that are this long, you know? And that's kind of cute. And as you complete objectives, you get more tiles, and then when you run out of tiles, you're done. I kind of wish there was more of an endless mode, because I really like putting down, like, tiles and building and stuff, but I also feel like I'm bad at it, yeah. But there's no way to, like, win at it. You just kind of keep going until you run out. But, like, the art style's great, and the gameplay is very chill. There is an endless mode? Okay, I take it back. A tier. Perfect. Ideal game. Yeah, I really like that one. Let me see. What did I play? Oh, earlier this year I played Kirby. New Kirby came out this year. Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Did any of y'all play this one? Kirby's pretty cool. It's built with infinite tiles. Oh, red. All right. I'll take it back. That was this year. That was this year. Mouthful Kirby. Okay, I've got a big problem with this game. I like most of it. I'm gonna say I like 95% of it. It's super good. The graphics are great. The gameplay works just fine. I like all the power-ups. It has a problem that is shared by many Nintendo games, which is the over-tutorialization. Because there are... This is going to be a really specific example, but there are upgrades for all of your powers, right? And there's like, I think 4 upgrades for each power. And you unlock them by finding blueprints in a level. So when you find the blueprint in the level, Kirby holds it over his head, and there's a little text box to say, "It's hey, you found a blueprint for blank. You can upgrade blank power by going back to town and going to the upgrade shop," right? And you're like, okay, yeah, cool. When you exit the level by either beating it or quitting, internet? Oh no. What is happening? Hello? Is it working now? Hello? Okay, we back. If you're not back, try pausing and then pressing play or reloading the page. Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. It might happen again, but I hope not.
Is there any bunny in there?
Yeah, my router's great. My firewall's off.
Like most Nintendo games, have this weird persistent problem of causing Bun's stream to crash.
True. Anyway, okay, I was complaining about Kirby. Gosh. Alright. Anyway. BRB screen Steam stable. Okay.
Lucky Bun Pet.
There. Hopefully that worked. Okay. Emily, thank you for 30 months. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. Oh, all good? Okay. All good. For now. It might happen again. Anyway, okay. So
Kirby demonstrated but a fraction of his true power.
It's true. My stream got mouthful moded. Boy mode, girl mode, mouthful mode. the three gender presentations. So in Kirby, you've got like a bunch of different powers, and each of them has like 4 upgrades, right? And the way that you unlock the new upgrades is you go to the upgrade shop and purchase them, but you have to find a blueprint in the levels first. So when you find a blueprint, Kirby holds it over his head, and there's a little text box that says, you found a blueprint for this power. You can upgrade the power it's based on back in town at the upgrade shop. Hello, how's it going? I'm back. Which is fine. That's cool. That text box, totally okay. So, when you exit that level by beating it or by quitting or whatever, it pops up a little text box that says, oh, hey, you found a blueprint. Go back to town and you can use it to like upgrade one of your powers. Again, fine, cool. Thanks for reminding me. When you go back to town, there's a little cutscene that plays where the camera pans over to the upgrade shop and it says, you found a blueprint. Use it to upgrade one of your powers here at the upgrade shop. And then when you go into the upgrade shop, there's a little cutscene where it pans the camera over to the power and it pops up a little upgrade thing next to it. And then it says, this power can now be upgraded. And then you walk over and then it gives you a little confirmation where it's like, do you want to upgrade this power? Yes or no? And you do yes. And then there's a cutscene where the power gets upgraded, right? All these except for the last one are unskippable, which is fine if it happened once. It happens every time you find a blueprint. Every single one of these steps happens again every time. So I'm 30 hours into the game on one of the last levels and I find a blueprint and it says, you found a blueprint. And then I exit the level and it's like, you should go back to town and use your blueprint. And then I go back to town and it plays the cutscene where it's like, oh, you found a blueprint. You can use it here. And then you go into the upgrade shop and it's like, oh, hey, you can upgrade this. Oh, God, I fucking hate it. It's so annoying. So many Nintendo games do it.
But have you considered that you can use blueprints in the upgrade
Yes.
shop? Just gonna remind you every 5 seconds just to make sure you remember.
Yeah. It's very weird. But it's a minor quibble in an otherwise excellent game. It's good. I'm gonna put this low A tier. It's pretty good. Should I be afraid of what this tier list is? It's games that I played either for the first time or beat for the first time or came out in 2022. I didn't keep with those rules at all. Like, I didn't play Diablo Immortal. I'm just putting it down here because ethically I hate it. And like Great Ace Attorney came out last year, but I just beat it this year. So it's games I want to talk about. Oh god, Undertale came out ages ago, but I just beat it for the first time this year. I hate repeating text prompts. I really do too. But it's such a minor part of that game that it's not worth docking it that much for it.
You remembered about your upgrades in the upgrade shop, right? Just checking.
Figure that they're there for kids playing the game. Be nice if there were an option to turn it off. I somewhat agree with that, but at the same time, like, are kids... Do kids really have that short a memory? Like, they could just have a text box that pops up, like, when you leave the level that's like, hey, you found an upgrade, remember to go back to the shop to use it. Like, I don't know, there's kids out there playing, like, fucking Minecraft and Roblox and stuff, and I don't understand how that works. So, like... I feel like it's overly tutorialized even for kids. Like... very much so. So, I don't know. You don't need to talk down to kids most of the time. Might have just seen some in playtesting and figured that it was the easiest way to fix it. Possibly. It's very possible. Yeah. Very behind stream. That you're gonna hear this like a minute from now, but like yeah, that happens when it glitches out. If you reload the page, it'll fix it. Minecraft Arena. What was that game I played? Was it Mine Hero? It was like a Portuguese game. It was like a Brazilian 3D platformer based on some restaurant chain. Mine Hero? Something like that? I don't remember. That game is wild. That game's weird. It was a Brazilian game? I think so, yeah. It's based on like a Brazilian restaurant chain. Y'all heckin' cute, by the way. And thank you. Pick something up in Pokemon games, you get a text box that says you picked up X and then another saying you put it in your bag, wholly unnecessary. Yeah. In games with limited inventory, sometimes it says, if your inventory's full, it'll say you put it went to storage or something like that. In which case, that's an okay distinction, because then you could be wondering where the item went if it didn't show up in your inventory, I guess. But I don't know if that's a thing anymore, is it? Hey, Ploptopus, how's it going? All right, let me fill out these ranks a little bit, I guess. What else did I play this year? I played something much earlier. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Stream's got a little delay on it now because my bitrate died. I played Stray. Stray is a game that came out. I was pretty excited for it when I saw the trailer on one of the PlayStation events. And it's pretty good. I'm gonna put this in B rank because I think it's pretty good. Theo.
Stray.
I really like the beginning, and I really like kind of the promise that it had. Because like playing as the cat is fun and feels good. But then I feel like they don't super go anywhere with it. The detail and the lengths they went to make a playable character could be a cat. Very, very much so, yeah. Oh, the music's pretty good too. But yeah, other than
It's satisfying that you can be an asshole cat.
True. Other than kind of introducing new stealth mechanics, I feel like the gameplay doesn't evolve very much over time. And it kind of winds up feeling sort of samey, and if it was much longer than it was, I would feel like it totally overstays its welcome. As it stands, it doesn't. It's a pretty bite-sized game. So it doesn't quite feel repetitive, but also like I don't think I'm going to go back and play it again anytime soon, right? So yeah. I don't know. I think I mostly liked it. But also like yeah, I don't think I'm going to play that again for a while. Not like Inscription, because like I could sit down and play Casey's mod right now and have a fun time with it, you know? The most innovative game of the year according to Steam. Really? Huh. Really? Huh. What were the other options? Liz! Oh my goodness. It's Liz. Hello. Welcome on in, writers. It's good to see you. It's pretty well made, yeah. Very much so. Oh, that's gross. Oh shit, it's a Liz. Liz, did you wind up ranking the games that you've played this year? Oh my god. No. No. Internet, no. What is happening?